I am at day 20. I finally figured out my numbers. Okay, I was feeling super overwhelmed this morning. Dave's been working a lot. I hardly ever see him, and he's hardly ever home, which means there's hardly any other adult here helping. And I was mowing the next few days, terribly hot. And so I have to mow in the morning. And Bodie's always with me with his little earmuffs on. And it was just, it was hot, and he's on me, and I'm sweating, and I'm just wondering, like, how in the world am I supposed to maintain a farm and take care of the animals and raise my children and clean the house and feed these people and still be available to help my clients to not go crazy. And I immediately thought, what I need to do as soon as I get done mowing is I need to like get back to my practice. I know I'll feel better once I do that. And at the same time acknowledging, like, at what point is that going to happen? I do think it's important for me, and as often as I'm able to be able to do my practice alone, in quiet, and literally do nothing else but sit and be. That's so important. It's not always going to happen. And I didn't like the idea of having to wait to remember who I am. And so I went ahead and I set my timer. I didn't stop mowing, but I stopped moving. I set my timer, and I just listened to that first bell. Took a breath, and I just kept mowing. it's pretty mindless. Basically, you just follow the line in front of you, and you turn and you follow the line in front of you. So I thought of this. I often will come up with some really great ideas when I'm mowing. I just sort of let my mind go, and I follow all my thoughts, and I have all these ideas, and I'm kind of all over the place. But it is a time for me to sit and be still and just kind of see what's going on in my head. And so I just wanted to be intentional about not following my thoughts. And so what I did, first of all, I just needed to remember to breathe, to focus on my breath. And one of the things that, bodily sensation wise, which was really irritating me and sort of getting me all worked up on the inside, was that it was hot and muggy and buggy, and I'm sweating, and Bodie's on me. And so I just thought about that feeling. And as much as I could, I just kind of fuzzy gaze downward, keeping an eye on that line. And I just thought about that sensation of him on my body. And what came up was remembering that if you take every molecule and particle and atom that makes up the earth and everything that is in and on the earth, it fits into, I've heard a sugar cube, I've heard a tablespoon, whatever, it's tiny. Everything else in matter is space. And I'm sitting there thinking about that, the only thing that keeps matter from passing through are these electrical charges between the different parts of the atom. And that is what makes us and everything else. And I just thought about, like, we're not even physically touching, because the thing that is between us is this electrical charge. And I just thought about the enormity of that, like how I'm feeling his energy, and how, so I just started to get this picture of, you know, the woven fabric of time and space. Sometimes on these really fun documentaries, they'll show it's like this woven fabric that bends, and Bodhi's not having the best time with his brother. I think he's about done. And I'm about done too. But, and for some reason, I pictured myself as that woven fabric of time and space, and his little body just nestled in there and being cradled and held up by that. And I'd also, in thinking about the meditation that I did yesterday and being intentional about drawing up this earth energy, which I really, in that moment of frantic and very much in my head space, I felt like I needed that. And just being able to, I mean, here are energy fields rather enmeshed, as if, you know, my child that was in me, you know, is not like, our molecules aren't entangled enough already. Here, I'm able to like draw up this nurturing and calming and peaceful earth energy. This like steady sturdiness, like it's okay. And that I am able to then pass that on to him. And I mean, this didn't take a whole lot of time. I mean, I was certainly able to calm down probably within a minute or two, like to be really okay. And then everything else was just, I'm way more than okay. How could I want anything other than this moment right now? And I mean, to go from losing my shit, wanting to like just give up on everything, to like being so grateful for everything and seeing how integral my place in this world is. So it was lovely. It was, I mean, and again, just to I don't know, I hope it never gets old. I'm sure it won't. This enormous and powerful ability that we have to take care of ourselves in this way. And then, of course, to take care of others. And like 2 minutes before that, I was like, how am I supposed to take care of my clients and myself? It's like, you breathe. That's how you do it. You breathe. Everything else will fall into place. I think I need to go get my little one. Give him some good earth. I need to go be the fabric of time and space for him. Thank you.